What's going on, my fellow Kino Lords? So tonight I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction for a film that's quite unlike most things that I talk about and review on this channel. This one is for The Batman. Huge film, big time Hollywood comic book type film. And the reason why I decided to do a trailer reaction for this is because for those who are new to this channel and aren't aware of the kind of films that I like and the kind of films that I review on the channel, I am not really the biggest fan of comic book movies or really Hollywood type movies in general. But there are a lot of things surrounding this film that have really intrigued me and have actually got me quite excited to watch it. Even though I'm not a huge fan of comic book movies or superhero movies or anything like that, I actually really enjoyed Joker. Joker, like, I am a huge fan of Joker. I will argue that film to the death. I think that it's fantastic in a lot of different areas. But the reason why The Batman has really caught my eye is because, first of all, it's got a director that actually has some great films under his belt, especially when it comes to the more like big budget Hollywood type stuff. He goes by the name of Matt Reeves, and he also directed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. And those are two films that, like, honestly, like, if I'm going just by like the golden standard of Hollywood action type films, I think those are some of the best that I've ever seen. And I mean, he's also directed Cloverfield, so I know a lot of people are huge fans of that. I think it's a good movie. I'm not huge on it, but I think it's pretty solid. But, you know, even beyond the filmmaker that's behind The Batman, you've got an excellent cast. You have Robert Pattinson as Batman. I know that a lot of people who maybe like aren't huge into filmmaking and just, you know, casually watch movies or only watch superhero or Hollywood type movies in general were kind of taken back at the fact that Robert Pattinson was casted as Batman. But if you're not aware, like, Robert Pattinson is actually in a lot of great films, and he's actually an incredibly talented actor. If you haven't checked out any of his other films like Good Time, The Lighthouse, or High Life, I really recommend it. He is fantastic in those films. And I think if you haven't really properly exposed yourself to Robert Pattinson films, I think that you should really do yourself a favor and check them out, because just by watching those films, I think that you can get a good idea at how well he'll probably be able to pull off this performance as Batman. But even beyond Robert Pattinson, you have Paul Dano, who is a really underrated actor. He's fantastic. And I know that I'm kind of rambling on a lot right now. You probably just want me to watch a trailer, but let me just get to the cast. You also have Colin Farrell, who has also been starring in a lot of underground art house type films lately, like The Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster, and along with many others. And I think he's also a fantastic actor. Then you also have John Turturro is going to be in this, who, you know, what's there to say? He's in a lot of great films, great actor. And then you also have Andy Serkis in this film, who, again, like, a lot of people really respect and admire. So just know that you're about to watch a review and reaction from somebody who really isn't huge into Hollywood type movies, really isn't huge into superhero movies, just can't really get into them, not a huge fan of them. But, you know, I'm just excited for this film just on a purely, like, filmmaking perspective. And just the fact that this film, you know, behind the scenes has a lot of great stuff going for it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into The Batman.
Your secret friend.
Underneath the bridge,
Who?
top has sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped
Haven't a clue.
all become my pet.
Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
Looking mighty fine in that Batman suit.
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
for your blind eye.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Damn.
Whoa! This guy's crazy!
You're part of this too. How am I part of it? You'll see.
Whoa. That looks pretty rad, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect Batman to go ham like that in the end. Wow. First of all, I mean, it looks really well directed, but I expected that because, again, I've seen previous Matt Reeves films and I was pretty much blown away by them. But, you know, this looks like, what is this rated? Is this gonna be rated R? I totally forgot. I don't know if this is gonna be PG-13 or rated R. I mean, I'm guessing it would be PG-13, but just from the looks of it, this looks like it has a chance to be R-rated, and that would be really dope. But I wouldn't put so much stock in that. But either way, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room, which is Robert Pattinson looks fucking dope. Like, he looks awesome in this role. I think anybody who, was skeptical of it and thought that either he was, not a good fit or just didn't have the talent, I think from this trailer alone, they are starting to realize that they are probably wrong. And he looks like he's going to absolutely crush it. And I am really, really excited for this. It didn't really show that much, which I'm glad because it's a 2 minute and 30-second trailer. I was kind of worried it was going to show a lot. But it really doesn't show that much. It shows you like just enough to get you really pumped up about it. And it looks really dark too. Like, even beyond that it looks darker aesthetically, it just looks like in terms of theme and character and overall atmosphere, it looks darker than the previous Batman films. And, that's kind of saying a lot because the Nolan films, especially The Dark Knight, was, kind of a dark film. So yeah, I don't know if I saw like all the actors. Like, I don't know if this really displayed all of the cast yet, or if I just missed it. I was hoping to see Colin Farrell. There was one image in here. I'm like, was that Colin Farrell? Like, in my head, I'm thinking, was that Colin Farrell? Because that doesn't really look like it, but it kind of does. Let me find it really quick. Hold up. It was like this really like ugly type face. Is that Colin Farrell? Like, is that Colin Farrell? Like, I think it might be just in a lot of makeup, but that's really interesting if that's Colin Farrell. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. But if that's Colin Farrell, that's pretty staggering. Either way, I think this film has a lot going for it. I think a lot of people are going to be really excited from this trailer. And again, coming from somebody who isn't even into Hollywood stuff. Like, I don't even, like, usually if there's some big budget Hollywood trailer that's released about some movie or some remake or some comic book movie or some Marvel movie or whatever, like, it does not get me excited at all. I'm just not that kind of film lover. I tend to lean more towards the art house stuff, more of the independent stuff. A24 is, in my opinion, the best studio that we have right now that's pumping out a lot of creative material. And I know that they don't produce all those movies, but the fact that they are picking them up and giving these created films an avenue is still really admirable. And despite all that, this looks awesome. Like, this looks really, really cool. And I think this has a lot of potential. And again, for those who, they may not pay attention to filmmakers or film directors, this has a pretty solid film director behind it. And not only that, it's got a great cast. And like I said before, Robert Pattinson looks fucking awesome in that suit. And I think he's going to kill it. Like, I think he's going to do great. And I can't wait to see this film. This looks really, really cool. And again, like, I would like to know what y'all think about this trailer. But like, what are like comic book people thinking about this trailer too? Because I want to know from both ends of the spectrum. Like, are people like me who aren't really into this? Like, are y'all excited like me? But what about the comic book people? Like, are y'all really into this? Or are y'all skeptical? Are there some things about this trailer that you're kind of reserving your feelings about and you're not quite sure? I don't know, because I'm viewing this from a totally different lens that I think most people who are usually excited about this stuff. So, yeah, either way, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you're not used to watching a lot of independent art house stuff, like I said, if Robert Pattinson in this role is really intriguing you, I would start with his stuff first. So go watch Good Time, go watch High Life, watch The Lighthouse especially. You know, if you're not used to that kind of filmmaking, they might weird you out at first, but it's really creative stuff and it's really interesting. And it would be really cool if you guys were to check stuff like that out. I have a lot of reviews for films like that on my channel. I have a lot of explained videos too, a lot of analysis type stuff. So if you find yourself confused, you can check those videos out. And yeah, so I just released a review for Don't Look Now. It's a 1973 horror film. You know, if that's something that you might want to check out the review. If the review interests you, watch the film. And yeah, if you really enjoy what I had to say, please give this video a thumbs up and share it amongst your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be updated on more film-related content.